Hey guys, Mr. Sheffield again, coming to you with our Unit 1 IB project for World Geography. In the last video, I walked you through opening up PowerPoint, creating your slides 1 and 2 for the project, and then how to save your PowerPoint. In this video, we're going to go over slides 3 and 4. Slide 3, regions. You're going to tell your customer what continent your country's on, what hemisphere is it on, and what part of the world it's in. And then location for slide 4. What is the absolute location? What is the relative location of the country? And 2 pictures. So let's get to it. First things first is we've got to find our PowerPoint. One way you can do it is go to the folder that you have it saved in, double click on it, and that will open it up. But if for some reason you can't find it, one of the ways I've worked with students before who could not find where they saved it is you can just open up PowerPoint, right? And then you can sometimes find it here under the recent ones. And so we have my PowerPoint here, right? Slides 1 and 2. First thing we want to do is go ahead and add ourselves a new slide, right? And so we're going to be working on slide 3, which is regions. So that's going to be the name of our slide, regions. Now for this slide, what we need to do is let the customer knows what continent our country is on, what hemisphere it is on, and what part of the world is it in. All right. So I'm doing the United States of America. And when you Google America, what is in what hemisphere? We're in the northern hemisphere, and North America is actually the continent. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. Remember, you can't type anywhere on here with this one, so I'm going to insert a text box. The United States of America is located on the North American continent. All right. It is in the northern hemisphere, and also when you look up, the United States is also in the western hemisphere. All right. So it is in the northern hemisphere and west of it is in the northern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Perfect. Right? So technically that answers everything you need for slide 3. Tells the customer what continent it is on, what hemisphere, and what part of the world, right? Now we just need 2 pictures. So I've got a this is a elevation map of North America, right? So the big brown spots right here are actually the tall mountains. This is the Rocky Mountains, and you can see it kind of levels out towards the middle, and then on the east coast you have the Appalachian Mountains. I'm going to right click, save image as North America. I've already saved some of these images, and then I want one more, and so I want a map. Let's do this one. This one shows the western hemisphere, and so I want to put on there western, just so that you can see know where the picture is. We're going to insert picture. Right. I'll keep all of my pictures in a PowerPoint picture folder. North America map. Shrink that down to size. I'm going to insert my second picture. And then remember, if the design ideas don't come up, you can click on design ideas there, and it'll generate something that is kind of going with your theme already. I like that. That's pretty good. I'm gonna make these words just a little bit bigger. You got to remember that there you go, that fits the area. Remember that when you're doing a PowerPoint, it's a visual medium, so this will be up on a projector or a screen, and so you want everything to be clear. You don't want the words to match the background. You want there to be some kind of contrast there so that you can read all the letters. Okay. You also want it as big as possible so that everybody can read it. So that's slide 3. That technically meets all the requirements. So we're going to make slide 4 now. We'll go back to our list. Slide 4 is location. What is absolute location? What is the relative location of the country? Right? So this slide is titled location. We're going to insert a text box. Okay, so we need to find an absolute location for the United States. So I've already Googled what is the absolute location of America. All right, and I've got these coordinates, right? 37 degrees north, 95 degrees west. That coordinate's going to be somewhere right in the middle of the country. Okay, it's going to give you kind of a middle. So whatever country it is you're looking for, you can type in what is the absolute location. You can see down here China's absolute location, Russia's, Brazil's. Okay, so whatever country you're looking for, type in what is their absolute location. You'll get some coordinates. All right, I'm just going to the absolute location of the United States of America. Nope. Alright, forgotten the is that. And then we want to look up its relative location, right? And so you can actually do the same thing. Relative location of the United States of America, relative location to whatever country it is that you're doing. So for me, the United States is within North America, and Mexico is south of America, and Canada is north of it. Okay, the Atlantic Ocean is the east coast, and the Pacific Ocean is the west coast. So I want to include all of that. Mexico is south of the USA. Oh. And the Atlantic Ocean, definitely want to capitalize those. Perfect. Alright, so you got a lot of information, and now we need 2 pictures. Now, I think a good contrast for a vacation in the United States would be maybe somebody wants to vacation on one of the coasts. And so I've got pictures from California's coast right here, right? And so I'm going to save image as California. I've already got one saved there. And then on the East Coast, a place that I've been to before, it's in Georgia. It's called Tybee Island, and it's a great beachfront. It's a cool little tropical area on the East Coast. It's a fun little touristy place to go to, and so in this slide here, we're going to have a little battle of East Coast versus West Coast. Remember to insert your picture. We're going to have Tybee Island on the east, and we're going to have, let's find California, there we go. California on the west. Let's see. Here we go. So I've got one that automatically puts the pictures in the proper location. So this is the west coast, right, California, and this is the east coast, Tybee Island. So you can be persuasive in your pictures. And so try and find some really cool vacation shots when you get to region and location. Something that would be interesting, because remember, half of your grade is coming from how persuasive you are. So I have location, I've got absolute, and I have the relative location of where the United States is, what countries are around it, what oceans are around it. For me, if I saw this slide from a student, I would think that they did an excellent job and they got all the information that I was looking for. Now, it's time to save our PowerPoint. You're going to go to File, and since we've already saved one, we can just click Save. Alright, and now my World Geography Project 1 example has been updated. You don't have to save as each time. Also, once you have a save file already, you can just up here click the Save button. Okay, so once you have the file already, you can just click up here and save there. Alright, well, come back for the next video where we talk about slides 5 and 6.